So I can hear the little bit of the fan there, but it's not. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's going to be a hot box again. And it's not even ganja related, it's just a hot box.
Let's go.
Okay. You ready? Welcome, Dub Massives. Back for another episode of the Dub Sessions on 108LIVE.RADIO. Gonna bounce our heads a little bit to the natural mystic, Mr. Bob Marley. We're all about natural mystic on this radio show. Come to talk about the Dub Sessions.
This is your number one station, your official station.
And all things mystical.
Do it.
And if you listen carefully, you'll hear it. Must pay a bit attention. In the circle of life, it's never guaranteed, so we live every day as our last. Life is a mystical thing.
Things are not the way they used to be.
So we must take our lessons from the past to build a good future.
One and all got to face reality now. Though what's right to find the answer to all questions they have. No wonder it's impossible to go living through the past. Don't tell no lie.
Yeah, man, so we don't live in the past, but we use the lessons from the past to build in our future.
It's blowing through the air.
And that's the natural mystic.
Can't keep them down. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. That's a natural mystic.
But you know, there's always going to be people trying to stop you, trying to stop that mysticism from manifesting itself. But they're going to fall. Little Billy Joe Morgan, stop them. What do we gotta stop? What do we have to stop in this world?
Come and stop them from crying. Stop them from suffering.
We can all play a little part.
Come and stop them from crying and dying.
The only time you should be looking down on somebody is when you're lifting them up.
Come see what's happening down here in Babylon.
You know, the cities is where we all congregate.
Come see the Israelites still
war must cease.
Stop them from dying.
It's time to get together.
I send another Moses.
Where are those leaders that lead us into peace, not war?
Stretch out your hands and jackally in this land of tribulation. Come and see the people, they are dying from starvation. But instead of bread, instead of a piece of meat, they are giving them weapons and just stop them from crying. Stop them from suffering. I send another Moses to get them out of bondage.
Yeah, man, we gotta stop all the BS. How are we gonna make it in this future when we're at each other's necks? And when we downgrade the sufferer? Everybody to their place, you know?
Only in their teens, they are only in their teens and are tired of life.
Why is that nowadays that these teens are already tired of life, already so jaded?
Come and see them give up hope and
They're giving up hope already.
living on dope and just stop them from crying.
They don't know themselves.
Stop them from suffering.
As precious as this life is, you know, to be so young and to want to give up already, just goes to show that this instant gratification society doesn't work. We have to be patient in life. You know, we'll learn the answers in time. We're too young to give up already, man. Too young. There's so much more to do in life. Things change in an instant. Things change in an instant, like clouds passing before the sun. One mood, another mood. All your happiness and distress is already guaranteed to you, you know? It's gonna come. You don't ask for distress, but it's gonna come. And happiness is gonna come. We have to maintain our cool. And know that when we're in distress or depressed, that we'll move through it, through the grace of God. Hare Krishna. So, I mean, you know, you do your best to help other people. Sometimes that helps you. You know, you want to serve God, you serve people. And then in return, you feel that sense of worth from being able to help another. You know, I hear a lot of that from addicts. Like an addict will say, you know, what saved me from relapsing was going and talking to other people about their, you know, about them wanting to get off of whatever particular substance. And I think that goes the same with spiritual life. You know, we need that sadhu sangha. We need to support each other, push each other down the path a little bit. But, you know, you can't always win. The words of Mr. Aini Kamosi. Just one of them things there. know, they say Mercury's in retrograde, and a lot of people are having a bad day. So, I mean, don't let it rest on your head too long, you know? It'll pass. Just like clouds before the moon. They go just as fast before the sun. Don't sweat it. So if you're having a bad day, just remember, it's just one of them things there. Your friends will always switch up on you.
And you're getting less when you're giving more.
Yeah, man, it's very frustrating when you receive less for giving you more.
Don't let that get you off. Oh.
Don't let it put it off your square.
Bad vibes don't last, they always pass. Do you know? Do you know?
Bad vibes don't last, they always pass.
I just wanna them thing a day. Maintain your cool, yo. Yeah. The man I just wanna them thing a day. I don't be no fool, yo. Yeah. I just wanna them thing a day. Easy, yeah, easy. Yeah. The man I just wanna them thing a day.
Yeah, man, so don't let them things get you down, you know, or even if you get down temporarily, just try to recognize it. I mean, that's the main thing. When we're caught up in our emotions, we never really recognize that we're going through some kind of material identification. And that's what it is, you know, we identify less with our spiritual nature and more with our temporary material nature, and it becomes frustrating because our goals aren't being reached quick enough.
This is not your day.
But you have to realize it when it's not your day and move on. You still got tomorrow.
This is all you need. See what they want.
As long as you're alive, you're winning.
See what they want. Yeah. I just wanna get thing a day. Maintain your cool, yo.
We need to build up our unity, you know? We need to find those like-minded people, and iron sharpens iron.
Bad vibes don't last. They always pass. Do you know? Do you know?
Yeah, when you're going through it, you never know, you know? Because you're focused on the wrong thing. You know, but they say the more you rewire your brain, the more you think positive thought whenever something negative is going on. You're rewiring your brain to be more upful and helpful, you know? You'll be able to get through these tense situations better. Mr. Aini Kamoze, he's so wise. Wisdom from the islands.
Israel family, I keep saluting, yeah.
Unity.
Salute, we father, salute. We are salute. Salute, we father, salute. We are salute. Salute, we father, salute. We are salute. King Alpha, Queen Omega. Salute, we father, salute. We mother, salute, we father, salute. We mother, salute, we father, salute. We mother. King Alpha, Queen Omega. Rastafari children set the trend. Stand up and stand firm.
Remember to give thanks and praise. And your parents are your first gurus, so honor them and pay attention to what they say. They should be leading you on the path to spirituality.
So I keep on singing and I keep on chanting. I keep on moving and I keep on hailing. Thanks and praises we giving to the King of Kings. What a royal blessing, what a royal blessing. Give praises, King Alpha. Give praises, Queen Omega.
The beginning and the end.
We are salute, salute, we father, salute. We are salute, salute, we father, salute. We are salute.
never forget where we came from, because that's what we use to move us forward into where we're going. You can't live in the past, but you got to know it. And use that just to step right into better days. Back to a little bit more roots and culture with Carlton and the Shoes, Better Days. We're all looking towards those better days. Better days must come.
Let the wind and the rain and the morning dew, the mist of the dawn and the rising sun, bless us every day. Let he that is master of all guide us on our way.
That's the trick for better days. Cha-cha must guide you.
And he made us all with an equal share of blessing. Some men want to take it all and keep the rest of the world in bondage and oppression.
Who are these people that want to leave this world in bondage and pressure? Mr. Donald Trump?
But the Father is not sleeping. He set his people free. Better days are coming. Better days for you and for me.
So that's why you don't have to worry about these things like these politics, man. They're all temporary. We're eternal beings, just having a temporary experience. You need to look at it like that, man. You need to stop thinking that this is our finite existence, because we're infinite. And all these wicked people running amok, doing this and that, it's not going to last forever, man. And if you keep your head right, it won't even bother you. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take action against injustice when you see it. Just be detached.
Equality, freedom, and justice shall be with me, see that one day we'll walk the streets eternally free. We'll be free.
Freedom's a must.
Time is what we need, so they say.
Now we're telling you what we got to beware. From the words of Big Youth,
Time is running and passing and passing.
watch out for the wolf in sheep's clothing.
So you all better get right at this time, cause it might be no next time, y'all. Make you kill poor Paul and all the seven sealed there. Kill poor Paul and a Babylon fall. Yeah. So we took sweet counsel together and walked in the house of God in company.
You know, there's a sweet tradition of toasting over the dub plates in Jamaica and coming up with this type of music, which is called toasting.
His hands were softer than butter, yet were they drawn so.
It's actually a precursor to rap music.
Sheep clothing. Why again that you dread bad name?
In the 60s and 70s, people used to go to these dance parties and they would play the instrumental sides, and you know, the DJs and the MCs would come up and just kind of rap over the tracks playing. It got exported to New York and the Bronx, to the Jamaicans that were over there. But instead of using reggae, they used disco albums. Hence rap music was born.
Pope Paul and all the seven seal there. Kill Pope Paul and a Babylon. Sing that to drill or calling.
Gotta watch those wolves in sheep's clothing.
Babylon falling. Kill Pope Paul and all the seven seal. Kill Pope Paul and all the seven seal there. Kill Pope Paul.
They're usually the ones shouting out the loudest, I'm a sheep.
Sing that you gone on the other side and who you come over. The hill so low and you can't go under. Poor Paul and all the same shield here. Till poor Paul and a Babylon fall. Sing bag a wolf in sheep clothing. Tell me what you doing not to drink bad name. Singing bag a wolf in sheep clothing, yeah. Tell me why you shot him with the gun and make him life all done, him life all gone.
Too much gunplay.
Like someone do this to your mother. Bag a wolf in sheep.
That's the wolf in sheep's clothing, man. They come and they befriend you and then they try to take. Opportunists abound. So stay humble and stay vigilant. Keep looking out for that guiding light. The disciples. Guiding light. You know, we all have a something that we look to give us our guidance and strength, you know, and increasingly nowadays it's become artificial on social media and things like that, you know, and it's not authorized to give us our happiness through, you know, this medium of social media. But it affects the same part of your brain that is if you won an award for a talent, you know, like because you get approval through likes. And that's a problem because it'll give you that same chemical reaction to make you feel like you've accomplished something when in reality you didn't you didn't accomplish much except boosting each other up socially, you know, like-minded people anyway. We can use this tool for so much, man, so much. You know, I'm a big proponent of education through the art of media marketing, through education through television, you know, if you have the proper programs, if you have the proper source-searched information that everybody can agree on, you know, is positive for the upliftment of the society. In America, they have public broadcasting stations, PBS, public television, and they try to, you know, to give you the real deal through this television. That's where some of the best shows where I grew up on were, you know, Sesame Street, Masterpiece Theater, Sherlock Holmes. Things that make you think, you know. Monty Python. And I think we're lacking that today, you know. Right now it's the lowest common denominator rule because it gets the most likes or it gets the most views. You know, they've been doing that with television for a long time, and I'm thinking, man, we need to break this cycle and put on something of quality, but still be able to enjoy ourselves. Television is like a drug. It affects that part of the brain, you know, the computer screen, the telephone screen, the computer monitor, the way that the lights affect your brain. It's just like a drug, like cocaine or heroin. As a matter of fact, cheese and chocolate also affect that same part of the brain. And I was really kind of leery about this until I fed my son a little bit of feta cheese. He's 2 years old. And I've never seen a boy react to feta cheese. He wanted more feta cheese. He acted like he just took a hit off a crack pipe and wanted some more crack. This kid, he loves cheese. So I give him a little piece of dark chocolate one night. The next day, after he had his lunch, he comes up to me crying. Daddy, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. How did you even remember that? It's been hours since you had chocolate last. Why did you even think I had any more chocolate? Yeah, he would not give up until I gave him some more chocolate. Lucky for him, I had some. Dark chocolate, though. I don't recommend too much of the sugary stuff. Try to eat as much cacao and as less sugar as you can. The bitter stuff's the best. Because you know, no matter how you want to do it, the world keeps on going round. The world go round, Mr. Bim Sherman. Stop dancing. But sometimes you can't help it. This music just gets in you, man. It makes you want to bop your shoulders. So come on, everybody, bop your shoulders. And please don't forget to like and comment. And commenting's a big thing, you know, because if you comment, we'll know how to amend and do some different things here and there. All you guys gotta do is just get back, relax, keep the dub sessions playing on your computer or your phone. Stick your hand inside that Joppa bag and just zone out. This big, beautiful world is. How we're blessed to be able to pop around and see it. Everywhere we go, we can find like-minded people. It was impossible 100 years ago. Now we can do it without even leaving our desk. .radio. Find us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. So the world goes round, the world goes round. It doesn't stop going around for nobody. We bring you the dub, Mr. Bim Sherman.
They say this world go around and around, everywhere you go. They say this world is sweet out there, everywhere you go.
taste and nice up the place. Come on, people, I can see you out there dancing around, singing your own words to these dub plates.
They can't do what is right. They always
We have to get together, folks. We'll play dub plates and pass the mic. Let's hear you guys chat and come up with some tunes. If you have a passion for fashion, keep your shoulder to the wheel and you'll make it there. I like to switch it up to a good friend of mine, Mr. Claudius Linton. Put your shoulder to your wheel.
Energy crisis stand, and that's a pocket for everyone. For economic crisis stand, and that's a pocket for each and everyone. Hear what I say? Get down, to shoulder to your wheel, and put your shoulder to your wheel.
You put your shoulder there, you can push anything anywhere.
There, I'm the poor man way down here. There's a gap to be closed. Rich or poor, get down, big brother. Put your shoulder to your wheel.
The man says the rich are way up there and the poor is way down there. We've got a gap to fill.
Together we walk. Together we talk. Together we must learn to love one another in this time. Hear what I say? Get down, the shoulder to your wheel. Put your shoulder to your wheel. Put your shoulder.
Yeah, man. Remember when things get hard? Hard times will pass, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep moving forward. You can't give up. Young people, come on, man. This is your world. It's your world if you just keep it pushing. Keep your shoulder to that wheel.
Economic crisis stand, and that's the pocket for each and everyone. Hear what I say? Get down, to shoulder to your wheel. Put your shoulder to your wheel. Put your shoulder.
Yeah, man.
You gotta put your shoulder.
Don't give up.
You gotta put your shoulder, yeah. Your shoulder to your wheel. Put your shoulder to your wheel. Get it down, big brother. Get it down, brother. Your shoulder to your wheel.
You can do it.
Put your shoulder. You gotta put your shoulder.
Keep on pushing.
Put your shoulder.
All your dreams will be fulfilled.
Energy crisis stand. That's the pocket for everyone.
Little news from the Heptones. Money, money, money.
money, 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 money. That's what the world is fighting for. Money, 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 money. That's what the world is fighting for. It build your penitentiary. It build your school. It build your marketplaces. And the local churches. Money, 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 money. That's what the world is fighting for. Money, 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 money. That's what the world is fighting for. Some people cry for it.
Put down your guns over that foul paper.
Oh, nations fight for it. Hey.
the New World Order. It's money. It's putting everybody under debt. It's putting everybody on the same page so we can keep tabs of how much you owe.
Money, 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 money. That's what the world is fighting for.
Does food still come from the ground? Does the fruit still fall from the tree? Does the water still flow down the stream? Can we nourish ourselves with the cool wind and the cool and the warm sun? Who started this thing? Why are we still doing it? Has it been working good for us lately? You know, it's amazing. Sometimes I think all of these things in front of me, these technological devices, they all cost money, right? They all have to be manufactured, and they all have to be made, but, you know, does money have to be the source, the medium for all of these things? Does money have to, you know, does the cost have to be affected when they're building this soundboard or this microphone or this computer? How much people get paid, how much the resources are worth, especially when it's usually arbitrary because they rip somebody off to drill all this, mine the metals and, you know, drill the oil to make the plastics. It's not an equitable split. That's why there's so many billionaires, so few billionaires and so many poor people. And just when you agree with this system and you want to go ahead and try to make that money and you feel like you're doing good because you got that money and you want to do good things with that money, you run into these double dealing people, the people that don't give you the money that you earned, or they take your money through cons and things. You know, we were just discussing about these chips that people are putting in their hands nowadays. In Europe and Sweden and stuff. And they're saying, hey, these chips are great. You can do anything with these chips. You start your car, you know, wave your hand over your car and it starts your car. You can go to the bank and wave your hand over the ATM and you get your money out. And it can't be stolen because it's inside of your hand. Until it can be stolen, now all of a sudden you're going to see a bunch of people with their hands chopped off when their cars get stolen or when they're at the ATM machine. There's a problem for every solution.
That's what the world is fighting for.
We complicate our lives so much trying to make it easier. Subscribe to this concept of time, doing everything by the numbers on the clock, compartmentalizing. But everything's part of the whole. It's not just pieces and pieces and pieces. It's universally one and the same and different. So while money's not a bad thing necessarily, we need to just temper ourselves on how we fetch it, you know? Too gung-ho nowadays, too easily riled up. And when it comes to money, oh my goodness. Too much double dealing. Mr. Danny Red, double dealing.
Scheming, a lot of double dealing. You get a bad feeling, and you give us the meaning. Like scheming, a lot of double dealing.
Watch them double dealers.
You get a bad feeling, and you give us the meaning. Can you take the feedback? Say, can you take it? Mr. IT always fake it. The youths, they are hungry and they want to make it. Every chance them get somehow you take it. If life was a cake, is I and I and they did. So tell me why you want to take all of it.
If you get that feeling. Pay attention.
Jumping at your eye for the sky. What the people scheming, scheming. A lot of double dealing, dealing. You get a bad feeling, feeling. You give us the meaning. Aye, aye. Babylon them come, they want come program, man. And all kind of fight, yes, to stress out, man. And even when you're tired, you cannot take a rest, man. Babylon have a plan, yes, for each and every man. Then send them police to come arrest, man. Secret agents, yes, to silence, man. Who want to turn us in a mindless, man. Are worse than that, man.
Police are supposed to be on our side, eh?
A lot of double dealing, dealing. You get a bad feeling, feeling. And you give us the meaning. Aye, aye. They are scheming, scheming. A lot of double dealing, dealing. You get a bad feeling, feeling. And you give us the meaning. Aye, aye. They still murder Jack, say over the hill. Hospital a come give you pure poison pill. Kill a foreign man just for a thrill. Make us live like crabs in a barrel. Protect your own, but others they kill.
Watch that xenophobia and racism. There's no place for it in the future.
That it is God's will. Everyone get crushed, yes, in a grinding mill. Scheming, scheming. A lot of
double dealers.
dealing. You get a bad feeling, feeling. And you give us the meaning. Aye, aye. They are scheming, scheming. A lot of double dealing, dealing. You get a bad feeling, feeling. And you give us the meaning.
So I wonder, why are all these people double dealing? You know, we'd move a lot further if we dealt with each other honestly and openly. All of our projects could be done and accomplished. People find it's easier just to steal and rob and double deal. But why? Why? Mr. Don Carlos has the answers. He said it usually comes down to money and women.
There are two things in life that you just can't live without. To get them, it's a problem. And to keep them, it's a problem. And to lose them, it's a bigger problem. Oh, yes.
Problems. But how do we run to these problems?
Yes. So money, and a woman is the roots of all problems. Money, and a woman is the roots of all problems.
Trace the roots.
Some kill for them, some steal for them, some do iniquity to achieve them. Money, and a woman is the roots of all problems.
Just remember to stay humble, Massive.
Money, and a woman is the roots of all problems.
Dovetail your efforts with God consciousness, and it won't be such a problem.
Samson loses dread to a woman. So money, and a woman is the roots of all problem.
Now, I like to think this isn't saying, ladies, that you're the problem. It's what men do to achieve the attraction of a woman. You get into a man's head and boom! He just wants to go and rob everybody.
It's a bigger problem. Oh yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh yes.
And money, oh my goodness.
Money,
Yeah.
and a woman is the roots of all problem. Money, and a woman is the roots of all problem.
How can we solve this one?
Some kill for them, some steal for them, some do iniquity to achieve them.
I know all you brahmacharis and sannyasis ain't got this problem.
Money, and a woman, we can't do without them. Judas betrayed Christ for money. Samson loses head to a woman. So money, and a woman.
That's right. Judas betrayed Christ for some money. careful where you go, because you never know about that man next door, Mr. Dennis Brown. Stop all that fussing and fighting. Quiet place. Get away from that man next door. Hush. We don't criticize, we don't become offensive, but we do mount a defense. Never let anybody push you around. Of things, many intoxicants nowadays keep people distracted. But everybody's searching for love, man. We're searching for happiness. We're searching for knowledge. We're searching for health. We're searching for those things that are eternally ours. Just become frustrated because we've got such a finite lifespan. We can't do it all. So frustrated when the party's over. You just gotta join the party that never ends. The eternal Sankirtan. And try to make your happiness affect the man next door. Maybe he'll become less aggravated. We have to stop searching for love under all the wrong places. More people come try to use you than actually just want to share with you and, help guide you on this path. You got to get out of that materially minded relationship status and get into the spiritual minded relationship status, or you're going to be stuck like Mrs. Dawn Penn, always looking for love in the wrong places. Miss Dawn Penn, no, no, no. right, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to fall into this trap. This lady is going to do anything for anybody, so have a little bit more. You know, the only thing you should do this for is we're talking about God. We're talking about Krishna. If we're talking about Jah, Allah, you know, if we're talking about your guru, you do anything he says. But he does love you. There's no involved. You might think like that. Like Radharani, you don't love me. You're a rascal. But she knows. No, we'll find him. Some Don't Bite the Hand dub from Aswad.
I say you hang in your hat where your hands can reach it.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the dub sessions on 108LIVE.RADIO. And if you want to look and find me, you can find me on social media. Junior Mervin, Cool Out Son.
No sense. Good things come to those who work hard for it. Adjust yourself to the life you can afford to live.
Leave you with the good thoughts.
The road to the top is
Cool Out Son, it'll all come to you.
a foolish dog.
So join us again on 108LIVE.RADIO for the next dub sessions. Leave us your question and comments. You can find me on Instagram at Ananta Krsna Das with underscores. You can find me on YouTube at Ananta Krsna Das with Ananta Krsna being one word. Krishna being spelled K-R-S-N-A. And of course on Facebook, it's just Ananta Krsna Das, I think 3 words. All 3 are different. But I'm going to link them soon. So come on, come back for them good roots and culture. Let's not get it confused. We're going to have little surprises next time. This hour goes by so fast. I had stacks and stacks of music to play. Thank you for indulging me. Haribol.
Son, don't put your hat where you can't reach
chance to be next, because I love that song. Screwed me over.